Well, hello and welcome to tonight's webinar. I want to thank all you guys again for making it on, and we are going to kick this thing off. We have a ton of all around the world, and I'm glad you can make it on. Thanks again for taking a few minutes of your day out to check out what we have going on. So I get this lighting right. Cool. And this is my boy Mike Goochman in the background, who is actually, he just got his company paid Alliance car. What did you get, a new Lexus? IS 250. That's wealthy. Well, hey, anyways, guys, my name is Patrick Comer. I am 24 years old. We are coming to you live from San Diego, California. And I want to thank you again for taking a few minutes out of your day to come on and check out what we have going on. Obviously, we're really excited. I just got back from Michigan State. The Young Pros had a 500-person regional event up on campus, and it was very exciting. Eric Thomas came and spoke. We had multiple 6- and 7-figure income earners up there. Brad Alcazan, Luke Kessler, Jamie Chirio, and a whole slew of other people. So we are having a burst of momentum right now, and I've never been more excited to share with you what we have going on with the Alliance. And the biggest thing I want to really get into your minds tonight is to understand that, times are changing. People are changing. The way to make money is changing. The way we communicate is changing. And if you don't make that change, you're going to get left behind. The decisions that we make right now, especially being young, are going to affect us for the rest of our life. The decisions right now are going to affect, the car that we drive. They're going to affect the house that we live in. They're going to affect the social groups or social hierarchy that we hang out with. They're going to affect your relationships and so many other things. But I want you guys to understand that we have a solution. We have a solution to the problem right now. And I'm going to take you guys back to when I was 17 years old. I was actually growing up here in San Diego. I was in high school. And I told my aunt that I wanted to be wealthy, that I wanted to be rich, that I wanted to make a lot of money. And she said, "That's great. You need to read this book." And she gave me this book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Now, understand that being a 17-year-old a 17-year-old high schooler, I wasn't all that excited about reading books, and so I completely blew it off. Now, this book I eventually read when I was 18 years old in high school, a year later, after I'd already gotten a part-time job and hated it, working on weekends and after school. Now, this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki, introduced me to this concept of leverage and how wealthy people leverage. Wealthy people run businesses. Wealthy people have time and financial freedom. And because they're able to leverage things like people, employees, they're able to leverage time in their favor and leverage money in their favor. That was the ideal situation that I wanted to be in. But guys, 90% of us in the world are employees. 90% of us. So 9 out of 10 people in America right now in 2015 are employees working for somebody else. They are tied to a paycheck, meaning if they don't show up, if they get fired, the paycheck doesn't come in. They rely on somebody else for their standard of living. Now, after reading this book and realizing that a paycheck tied to somebody else and somebody else controlling how much I'm worth was not the best way to go through life. As an employee, guys, and being raised in the school system here in America, we live in a time where people rely on linear income. All right. Linear income is paycheck to paycheck. All right. You get paid every 2 weeks. It's the same amount of money. You're on salary usually. Now, that's not the best way to go through life. You have to settle for what somebody else thinks you're worth. When in reality, we can change your paradigm, change the way you think, and take you from an employee to an entrepreneur. Take you from somebody who thinks you're worth, this amount of money or worth this much or can live this lifestyle to what we call a vertical growing passive income. And that is living a lifestyle and being an entrepreneur. So the shift from employee to entrepreneur, somebody where you control your schedule, you control your income, there's no ceiling to how much money you can make. The people you surround yourself with are usually different, more high caliber people. I made that shift mentally from employee to entrepreneur at the age of 18. And eventually, guys, this book taught me that I need to go from being a business owner, being an entrepreneur, to eventually being an investor, having money work for me and growing my money through this compound effect. That is the secret, guys. So we're going to share with you guys tonight a platform called The Alliance, and a company we've partnered with exclusively that's allowing people to make that switch from the employee mindset to an entrepreneur and eventually becoming a big-time investor. So guys, after I read this book in high school, I decided to go pursue a business degree at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo on the central coast of California, about 3 hours south of San Francisco, 3 hours north of LA. And I went to school to study business because I thought that if I studied business, I could be an entrepreneur. But this is the thing. People are taught in school, I don't care what you study, you're taught how to be an employee for a business, not how to be an entrepreneur and run your own business. And I quickly found out that studying business was not going to teach me how to be a successful entrepreneur. It was just going to teach me how to be a successful pawn or a chess piece moved around within a business. Now, I really made that distinction my sophomore year in college. My junior year, after being involved in a fraternity for over 3 years, working a part-time job 30 hours a week and studying business, I was very stuck and frustrated with where I was at, and I was looking for a change. I was looking to get out of my part-time job. I was looking to make more money. I was looking to have more freedom because I felt like I was in a hamster wheel, if you may, in the rat race, as they call it. I was just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but I wasn't really actually going anywhere. I wasn't moving. So I made a decision to look for something different. And it just so happens that what you think about grows. And I feel blessed to have been introduced to this concept and this platform called The Alliance, because at the age of 21, I took my prior knowledge that I'd read in this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which I'd recommend you pick up, and I actually was introduced to a community that empowers individuals to do better physically and to do better financially. Now, this concept called The Alliance has now turned into clubs and co-ed social business fraternities and organizations all across the college demographic. So if you heard about it before, great. But if not, it's soon going to be at your college campus. And if you're somebody who's checking this out, you could be the person who could start at your college campus or in your area. But long story short, guys, I loved this group called The Alliance. I love what it stood for. I love what it represented. And by being somebody who was young and looking for change, I got excited about it. So I was introduced to a guy named Brad Alcazan. Now, my good friend in college introduced me to Brad, and Brad was somebody that I got excited about. You know why? Because Brad had the lifestyle that I wanted. He had the results that I wanted. He was living the lifestyle that I desired. He had exactly what I was looking to obtain, the type of freedom, happiness, fulfillment, everything that I was desiring. I just didn't have a vehicle to get there. Now, this platform called The Alliance was the reason I was able to be introduced to Brad. So realize, guys, that the platform, The Alliance, was what allowed me to get in contact with Brad. And Brad shared with me his story about what he was doing. Brad was a 26-year-old millionaire, and he lives in Carlsbad, California. Now, hearing Brad's story, he partnered up with a company called Vemma, a health and wellness company that started 10 years ago out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And Brad gave me 4 reasons why, number one, when he heard about it, when he heard about Vemma, number one, he got on board. He didn't hesitate at all. Number 2, he decided to take it seriously. And number 3, he never looked back. And now, after being involved in the company for 10 years, Brad Alcazan has been able to clear well over $6 million. And myself, being a part of The Alliance and being involved in Vemma, have now, over the last 3 years, been able to clear over $400,000 in personal income. So I'm going to give you guys 4 reasons. I want you guys to write these down. And at the end, we'll talk about, obviously, how to get started and how to jumpstart your life with The Alliance. Number 1, guys, is the support. Realize that whoever brought you on this call tonight is looking to just inform you, to show you that this is a different way. This is something that's already working. When you decide to make that switch from employee to entrepreneur, which you'll probably want to do at some point in your life, I'd recommend being tonight, but you'll make that switch, and you'll have to, because the world we live in today is changing. The job market's changing. We got 50% of college kids who are leaving college unemployed or underemployed. 80% of them are moving back in with their parents. The scary thing is, guys, the starting salary of somebody with a 4-year degree in America is anywhere between $30,000 and $40,000. but the average student loan per person is well over 30,000 per person. Meaning if you don't have any student loans, all it means is that somebody next to you sitting in class is over 60. They have your 30 plus their 30. That's the scary thing about it. It's well over $1 trillion in student loan debt. So this is the thing. By making that switch, I was able to have somebody like Brad Alkazan as a mentor or a coach supporting me as I made this transition. You know, I was able to leverage Brad and his success in this company, Vemma, as I went to go share with my friends the message that I heard being a part of the Alliance, using Vemma as the vehicle and making that switch from employee to entrepreneur. Now, the leverage is so key. When I first got involved, guys, over 3 years ago at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, you know, I was doing this thing part-time. You know, my friends, you know, they didn't see me driving around in a BMW or an Lexus like the way we are now. They didn't see us making tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, part-time or full-time. They didn't see it the way we saw it. And before we became very successful, guys, we used leverage, a key concept that helped my friends and Mike's friends see the bigger picture. Meaning you need support to make the switch. You try starting a traditional business, you try starting a franchise, guess what? The business owner down the street's not going to be like, hey, Mike, I see you starting a clothing business. I run a clothing business. Let me tell you the secrets of how to be successful running a clothing business. Do you think that's ever going to happen? Never. It'll never happen. When you're an employee for a firm and you're the newest employee, you just got hired out of college, do you think the guy who's been there for 10 years with a family of 3 to feed and a wife is going to be like, hey, Mike, let me show you how to be successful working for this company? No, that's never going to happen, because if you succeed, he loses his job. So the thing is, guys, in the real world, you don't get support. Nobody cares about you. You are a pawn in the system, and you have to go make it happen. Cool thing is, here with the Alliance and with Vemma, we are here to support you. We're here to help you make that switch. We're here to help you have a physical transformation. We're here to help you improve your health. And if you grow, we grow. If you don't grow, we don't grow. So the thing is really simple. We're here to help people grow. We're here to help people get them into a better situation. We're here to help you have a transformation in your life, physically and financially. That's what we do. So support you'll never find anywhere else. That was number one. Number two were the tools. Guys, we've got a website, Vemma.com, where you can check out the clinical studies behind the Vemma formula. Guys, the company started in 2004 with its original product formula. Right here on the can, VEMMA. It's actually an acronym. Liquid vitamins, 12 full spectrum liquid vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, aloe vera. All right, VEMMA. So guys, this is the most complete liquid nutrition program on the planet. It is the most powerful liquid antioxidant on the planet, known to man. It was in Men's Journal rated the #1 liquid nutritional formula on the planet in 2012. What it has 12 full spectrum liquid vitamins. It's got 65 plant source minerals. It's got mangosteen, which is a South Asian Pacific superfruit, aloe vera, and green tea. So this formula, guys, came out in 2004 and was really designed to help adults, through its clinically studied results, boost their immune system, number one, and number two, reduce inflammation. As you get older, your body starts to deteriorate. It needs things like antioxidants, it needs vitamins, it needs minerals. And most of us today, we're eating crap food. We don't eat great. We don't put supplements in our body. We don't give our body exactly what it needs. Vemma fills that gap from what we don't get with our foods. And the best part about it is, guys, for $2.60 a day, you get to you know that you are living the healthiest possible lifestyle and giving your body exactly what it needs. So understand, guys, that with the Vemma formula coming out in 2004, 2009, they came out with Verve, the energy drink. It's actually an energy line. Now, nutrition is a $100 billion a year industry. Nutrition alone, health and wellness supplementation alone is $100 billion. When you put energy together with energy drinks, coffee, tea, soda, pre-workout, $200 billion a year is spent in America just on those products alone. Guys, the tools are phenomenal. Check out Vemma.com to check out all the information on the products, on the clinical studies. Also, check out this documentary called Rise of the Entrepreneur. It's actually a documentary that your friend can give to you so that you can check out and really understand how powerful network marketing is and how powerful it is in helping alleviate the problems that we're seeing today. Number one, student loan debt. Number two, the minimum wage jobs. Number three, the poor economy. We're here with a solution. And guys, the last tool I want you to check out, or the second to last tool, actually, excuse me, is on YouTube, yprallaccess.com, which actually I think it's just YPR All Access on YouTube when you type it in. But go to youtube.com, check it out, YPR All Access. You'll see the lifestyle, you'll see the stories behind people that are involved in the alliance that are having success through physical transformations and through financial transformations. And then guys, lastly, check out our flip presentation, a flip book. The literature is phenomenal. It'll go through A to Z exactly what's in the product, the compensation, the company, the info, everything you need, guys. So we have phenomenal tools that are already in place, that are already working in 50 different countries around the world. That was number two. So number one was the support. Number two was the tools. Number three were the numbers. It's really simple, guys. When you get involved in the alliance, you figure out what product makes sense for you, which we'll go through in a second. You become a consumer. You get an app on your website, or excuse me, an app on your smartphone, a website, and a back office that are all designed to help you build this business. The business is free. Realize, guys, that we're here to help people transform their lives. But when I looked at the numbers, I got really excited. As a businessman myself, and you probably being either a businessman or a businesswoman, realize that the numbers are very important. It's all about the bottom line. So when I saw the bottom line with Vemma, I saw that if I get somebody on a case of product, just as a customer, I'm gonna get $10. If I help somebody get 2 cases of product, it'll be 20. If I help somebody get 4 cases of product, it'll be 40. 7 cases of product, $100, right? So that's just the initial contact. You get credit for that word of mouth or that referral contact, right? Guys, the product's not in stores. It's not retailable. You're not going to find billboards, commercials, or advertisements anywhere. You will find a lot of excited people talking about the product, though. That's what you will find, and that's what we get paid for. Instead of taking millions of dollars each week and spending it on billboards, commercials, and advertisements, Vemma just pays people instead, and the alliance gets paid for sharing our message, all right? So what I got excited about when I saw the numbers was a long-term residual income, getting paid after the point of sale, getting paid 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road for people consuming phenomenal products, premium products. When you have about 10 orders of the product moving through your business on a monthly basis, you're making about $150 a month. When you have right around 50 orders of product going through your business on a monthly basis, you're making about $400 to $500 a month. When you have 100 orders of product going through your business on a monthly basis, you're making right around $1,000 a month residually. And you qualify for the Premier Club, which is an extra $400 a month, all thanks to Vemma. So the numbers are very doable. How to get to 100 orders is really simple. You're probably going to want to help 10 friends get 10 each. To 50, it's about 5 friends getting 10 each. 10 is about 2 to 3 friends getting 2 to 3 each. Very, very, very simple, very doable. All right, guys. The long-term residual income is why I got excited. It's passive income, meaning you're making money while you're sleeping, while you're eating, while you're at school, while you're working. You're making money 24 hours a day. When I go to bed here in America, Europe's just waking up. Asia, they're in the evening. Product shipping all around the world. We're open in 50 different countries. So understand this is a global opportunity. All right. The fourth reason why I got on board, I got excited. I never looked back, and I decided that this was going to be the way I was going to live the lifestyle that I wanted to live, was this. Number 4, guys, and I think the most critical and most important aspect are the products. We have phenomenal clinically studied liquid nutrition products, and in 3 big categories. I went through number 1. Liquid nutrition is a $100 billion a year industry. The supplementation world, $100 billion a year. Number 2, the energy world, 200+ billion. You got people spending money on Monster, Red Bull, Rockstar, Starbucks coffee, Coca-Cola, Sprite, Gatorade, Powerade, 5-Hour Energy, Arizona iced tea, pre-workout. Guys, I was spending money on these products every single day. Your friends are spending money on these products every day. Now, I just decided to transfer my money into a healthier product and get paid to share it with my friends. So 100 billion with liquid nutrition and supplementation, 200 billion with energy. Our third line, the weight management, the body line, has now been introduced, And it's in a $60 billion a year industry, guys. Weight management, $60 billion a year. Now, our Body Build just launched today. Meal replacement, 25 grams of protein, BCAAs. This is the Body Burn. This is a thermogenic-based product. It's got 100 milligrams of natural caffeine, 20 grams of protein. It's also got amino acids and omega-3s. This is a product that you consume more in the morning on your way to work, or maybe before the gym to get your body heated up and ready to work out. Phenomenal product, guys. So we have over and close to $400 billion a year spent on the product lines in Vemma. Now, being a part of the Alliance, guys, I realize that, you know what? This is like shooting fish in a barrel. All you got to do is have conversations with people. All you got to do is figure out, how can I help somebody? And that was the key, guys. I've been involved now for 3 years in the Alliance. And the Alliance, with our mission being to help people do better physically and do better financially and improve their overall lifestyle, guys, I've been able to help about 65 people to get on the products and to share the message of the Alliance and what we have going on. That 65's turned into over 10,000 orders of the product over the last 3 years, guys. And my personal income has gone to well over 400,000 over the last 3 years. And this year, guys, I look to clear over 300,000 personally in income with the Alliance using Vemma as the vehicle. So the bigger picture is this, guys. We're just getting started. At every college campus in America, we're going to have Club Alliance, or a Alliance social co-ed business fraternity in your area where you can share this message. So realize, guys, that this platform is taking off. We're helping solve a problem that the world has no answer for. And young people are excited. Young people are loving the products. And if you got on here tonight and you got excited, I would get back with the person that brought you on here and I would get started. I would never look back, and I'd make this a way to live the life that you've always wanted to live. How to get started is very simple. Guys, number one, we're going to get your name in the system. Number two, we're going to get your free marketing website up and running, and we're going to get your product ordered on the way, and we're going to go through a training, a getting started session, and we're going to help you get paid this week, and we're going to help you grow your business this week. How I got started was very simple. I got a builder pack, guys, right? A Body 24/7 builder pack. I've got 2 cases of the build, 1 case of the burn, and some Vemma, all shipped to my house, guys, because those are the products that I was already spending money on. By doing that, I was able to help 3 of my friends get on board because of my belief and my excitement within the very first 7 days, and I frenzied. A frenzy is where you make anywhere between $200 and $600 by helping 3 of your friends get on board and transform their lives as well. Now, by doing that, guys, you're going to make your initial investment back in the business, and then we start earning residuals after 7 days. So understand, guys, that it's this simple. Number one, you got to make a decision. You got to figure out if this is for you. You got to figure out, do I want change, or am I cool with being the same old person I've always been for the last 18 plus years? I made the decision to change. I made the decision to grow, to be a better person, to surround myself with better, more dominant, successful people. And like I said, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Good luck in life. But if you're looking for change, if you're hungry and you're motivated, you need to team up with the Alliance today. So get back with the person that brought you here. Get your questions answered. And we're going to help you launch in your local area tonight. I've never been more excited about being a part of the Alliance and teaming up with this company, Vemma. We're a company that's going to do $500 million or $500 million in sales this year in 2015. And the bigger picture is this. These companies in network marketing, they do billions and billions of dollars. Some of you guys may have heard of Mary Kay. Moms and Women, makeup, they did $3 billion last year. Some of you guys may have heard of Amway, cleaning supplies, soups, toothpaste. Guess what? They've been around for 50 plus years. And last year they did over 11 billion worldwide. Now, with a relatable product with a younger demographic that has a problem that needs to be solved, we've got not only the message, we've got the system, we've got the product and the platform. And the Alliance is going to change the game. So thanks again for coming on, guys. Really excited you made it on this call. We are launching, guys. Take it easy. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye from now in San Diego, and tune in tonight at 8 Pacific in 30 minutes Diamond leader Alex Klott's going to be coming on to share his story about how he became teachable and coachable and how he was able to crush the rank of diamond guys, you know, making a part-time $20,000 to $30,000 a year. I cannot wait for you guys to hear what he has to say, guys. Grow your mind and grow yourself, and you will make 2015 the best year ever. But thanks again, guys, for coming on. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.